Run through who we're with tonight in the building.
So she's so lovely right here.
Yo,
She's so lovely.
she's so lovely, man.
She's so lovely.
You know what it is. Check it out. She's so lovely.com, man.
Let them know what time it is.
SSL.
Let's see the acapella.
Alright.
Let's let them know what time it is.
The weekend.
Weekend, baby. Weekend. You don't know what's in store. You know what you're here for. Listen, Joey Styles killed it. Big inspiration right here, baby. You already know what it is. He's gonna blow. We're all family, man. Family matters, you know.
Listen, I'll give you all I got. Give me confidence. I need confidence in myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, I'll give you all of me. Give me all of it. I need all of it to myself. Whoa. So tell me you love me. Only for tonight. Only for the know you don't love me. Just tell me you love me. I'll give you what I need. I'll give you what I know you don't love me. True to ya, bad bitch, girl. I think I might get used to ya. I might have to take your number when I'm through with ya. All I ask of you is try to earn my memory. Make me remember you like you remember me. You're thinking about it, girl. You're thinking about it. When we got here, how we fucking got here. They recognized, they just recognized. I'm in a life without a home, so this recognition's not enough. I don't care about nobody, yeah. Cause I've been on these streets for too long, too long, too long. Maybe I've been on this too long. Why? Cause they loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. Oh, they loving the crew. Oh, they loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, nobody can be out. I'm trying to sink in some gin. I need. And all this Hennessy got niggas in it hating on me. But if they neighbors know my name, then I'm doing something right. And if they mamas know my name, and if they homies know my name, then I'm doing something right.
Oh man, the year is 2010 to 2011. At this point, bro, The Weeknd will be building his name up for ground up. I mean, literally, bro. Why doing all this shit mysteriously, my nigga? Not having the single photos, not no interview, not nothing. Just dropping songs on YouTube, on blog pages, and getting the buzz from that. And people really fucking with the music he was coming out with. This nigga was so mysterious to like, it didn't remind me of the artist Her. When she had first came out, only thing we knew was her name. She didn't have no pictures or none that had came out and shit. Now she like known as, you know, we all know how she look. We all know what she make and do and shit. But when she first came out, it didn't was the same thing with The Weeknd, bro. The Weeknd just came out. It wasn't really too much information or nothing about him. It just like he came out with the music he was coming out with. And the shit was crazy. The point where his name was bubbling so much in Toronto and shit that people at Drake and OVO was getting cosigns from them and shit. Really just breaking through the internet with insane new sound of music, my nigga. The shit was crazy. Man, bro, you already know how this goes, man. If you new here, hit that subscribe button, man. If you old here, hit that subscribe button, man. If you think you saw any one of my videos before, I mean like anywhere, bro. From that video, this video, hit that subscribe button, man. I'm not playing, man. We going crazy. All 2024. We don't have that long, my nigga. Like, we dead ass had what, 3 months in this year so far, and we gotta get this shit for real. And bro, you see who we got, man. You feel who we got, man. You already know who we got. Talk about one of the R&B is pop artists, one of the greatest of all time. But not better than Michael Jackson, but could be in that conversation. One of the greatest of this period, bro. we got The Weeknd, but not just The Weeknd. 2011, 2012, 13 The Weeknd, bro. Prime The Weeknd. Y'all give him a round of applause, man. Let's go. SO. Bro, this shit been long overdue, my nigga. I mean, like, literally, bro. Now, I love The Weeknd music, bro. Ever since I was a kid, up until now and shit, I love every album. He literally finna get ready to drop an album, I think, the week of when this video drops and shit. Hurry up tomorrow and shit. Which got a crazy cover art. But if you really do The Weeknd whole career, all his cover arts is low-key insane. The Weeknd, bro. So you already know, man. We talking about early 2010s The Weeknd, bro. When he first started to pop off, when he was literally coming out here dominating the music industry with a new sound of dark music. I mean, the nigga was so influential, bro. I mean, bro. It gave us classics. This man gave us classics in this time period. Yeah, bro. You already know how these goes, bro. We talk about all the shit that went on from early shit. So I ain't gonna waste no more time, because I know I've been talking too fucking much, and I know you're ready for me to jump into this shit. Y'all already know, man. You and your girl, if you watching this, bro, cause I know your girl mainly your girl, bro, cause I know she loved The Weeknd, bro. Let her sit down, watch this video, get some popcorn. You go in the room and you can watch this shit later on, but let her watch it for right now. And she need to listen to me yap or however long this video for them. Like, as many people, bro, listen to The Weeknd in the early 2010s. You didn't have a clue in the world who this guy was, bro. I mean, the nigga was so mysterious, bro. So you couldn't really tell. Like, we thought this man was like a group, bro. Cause the name The Weeknd, my nigga, we thought this nigga was in a group, bro. You know, like a whole year with doing this and shit. Like, really keeping that mysterious, like, image going and shit. All this shit he was doing all this shit via like blog pages, Tumblr and shit. Yeah, like Tumblr was real big at the time. He was doing all this, basically uploading all his music with like loft music, all his music out here. You gotta be like, this before House of Balloons and shit. This before he even dropped his mixtape and shit. This when like he was just doing all this under like anonymous and shit. Like nothing been known for this nigga but him just dropping all these songs via Tumblr and all this shit. Then you gotta realize Drake putting him on the OVO blog and shit kind of took him to a whole new level and shit. Cause y'all like this 2010 leading up 2011. This is like pre-Take Care Drake. Cause y'all like The Weeknd is a part of Take Care. Pre-Take Care Drake and motherfucking House of Balloons and shit. So Drake, people in OVO find his music and shit. You gotta be like, they both from Toronto. So people were like from OVO and Drake himself really putting his music out there on their blog pages and shit. Kind of made it go even up, because you got it's the blog era too. Honestly, my first main time listen to like kind of hearing anything from The Weeknd, of course like Wicked Games and shit was going crazy in that year, but really my first main time was honestly listen to Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa in 2011 2012 and shit. When Juicy J had dropped his classic Blue Dream and Lean mixtape, he used a lot of like The Weeknd vocals and kind of like some beats and shit on like that mixtape. Codeine Cups at the time, bro. I remember like, who the fuck is that on the hook and shit? Then you gotta realize, I went back and did my research. This like all this is 2011, 2012. Then Take Care and all that was coming out and shit. That was really my first main time listen to The Weeknd like ever. Yeah, online though, because Soulja Boy, I was a big fan. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy had uploaded one of his episodes and shit in 2011, or that video of him driving around the city and shit, listen to The Weeknd in the morning. That actually was my main first time listening to him too and shit. So I forgot about that. House of Balloons and shit in 2011, that kind of took him off to further notice. I mean, like, everybody was starting to find out who this nigga was and shit. Even with no pictures though, he still kept that mysterious shit going on. But at the same time, it's like niggas was already kind of figuring out like, oh, who this man really is and shit. And you gotta realize that mixtape going crazy around the internet, around the blog era, just in general, it was going crazy, bubbling. No choice but Drake to lock in with him and shit. And that would be the start of the Take Care album. I know what people like to say when it comes to this album by Drake, bro. It's like an ongoing to this day conversation that goes with this album and shit. Some people like to say that The Weeknd won't be Take Care. Some people like to say The Weeknd gave half his album projects to Drake for Take Care. Some people like to say The Weeknd wrote all over Take Care and shit. Wrong. I always looked at it like they both improved each other's crafts and shit. Basically, like The Weeknd been inspired by Drake So Far Gone and shit, which some of his early music was kind of like So Far Gone. Quoted in a Weeknd interview, an interview for The Weeknd and shit, where he actually said that he was low-key inspired by the So Far Gone by Drake. Before House of Balloons, before any of that music we really got from The Weeknd coming out that time, if you listen to early The Weeknd music, it kind of got that same vibe that Drake had going on that tape and shit. And it's crazy because Drake was inspired by Kanye from that tape. Man, it's crazy how we got The Weeknd formed from that tape and shit. You can say Drake was inspired by The Weeknd mixtapes and shit. It's like an ongoing thing when it comes to them two. Just how like inspired each other, that improved they was. You know, like people always like to, you know, then they kind of give The Weeknd more credit and say that he gave a half of House of Balloons mixtape, almost half of the tape to Drake and shit for Take Care. That he then just evolved to Take Care and shit. Now I feel like that could be true on an extent, but come on now, I don't think he gave. Cause yeah, I mean, like it's 21 songs on Take Care, bro. And I think The Weeknd was only on he was only a part of 4 songs. I think True Love, Shot For Me. I think The Ride was The Weeknd song. Like I think he was only a part of like 4 songs and shit. He wrote all his music and shit. Like, and now people don't, you know, now we all know the ghostwriting thing, but that comes with Drake. They're gonna always follow him for the rest of his career. But I feel like since Drake been giving up to 100 gigabytes of videos, you know, like showing the work on each album and shit, and I think cause showing like how it was the process of each album, especially when it gets to like Take Care and stuff, it shows that Drake is really really was crafting this album without The Weeknd. Like, well, at least without The Weeknd being too much a part of this shit. People give The Weeknd too much credit on Take Care, you know, because, you know, now don't get me wrong, I'm pretty like The Weeknd, like his music, and you gotta realize the music he was coming out with towards that time, you can say it was perfect timing from both. Like for The Weeknd, you know, it gave The Weeknd a big push, and it also was Drake giving Drake a new sound. And, you know, cause Drake music before 2011 was just strictly like, you know, So Far Gone, Thank Me Later. It was just like casual, normal Drake type of music. His music, when it got to that Take Care era, it kind of did get like dark, kind of how The Weeknd music really was, but it wasn't as much as like people try to make it out to be. It just, I feel like they both benefited off this shit very well. I realized like him and Drake wasn't even too much working after this came out. Like once this album came out, it's like Drake moved on. Like once nothing was the same, it was Party Next Door. If you read this, Quentin Miller, like, so you would say that, but The Weeknd wasn't too much. He didn't just make Take Care. He shaped the sound. Don't get me wrong. His sound of music shaped that sound, but I think people just give The Weeknd too much credit when it comes to Take Care. But then maybe that's just me though. Talk about the crazy mixtape run that he went on in this year though, cause you know we had to talk about it, bro. Just for how dark alternative R&B music that this man was coming out with, bro. The shit was low key insane. At this point, bro, The Weeknd was number like what 19, 20 in like around this time and shit. Making all this music, type of music. The nigga had a rough early life, partying like due to some of his life choices, doing hardcore drugs at the early age and shit, being homeless at that point. Really, you know, like this man had no choice but to let all his pain out in the music, bro. In such a different way, cause R&B, like, don't get me wrong, it was dark R&B at the time, like moody dark R&B at the time, but it wasn't to an extent where he was doing it. This man was straight up like talking about the roughest, toughest shit, but making it sound so good in the R&B aspect. I know R&B wasn't really too much known. That sound of music wasn't known up to that point. Again, it goes both ways and shit. Now people like to say The Weeknd, like he really is the main first of that dark R&B. But you gotta realize The Weeknd is heavily inspired by Michael Jackson and shit. So Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana was kind of really the first dark R&B, or at least the earliest of that sound and shit, because Dirty Diana was a dark song for Michael Jackson up to that point in his career. He crafting that really main sound and shit, that dark R&B and shit. He'll put that all into his music, and we'll get the iconic of Balloons mixtape, my nigga. This shit would drop, and this was kind of changed everything for The Weeknd, and kind of just for everything in general. I mean, bro, we got literally bangers at the bangers coming from The Weeknd after this one mixtape in the same year though. He dropped all this shit in the same year, my nigga. Now iconically called Trilogy, but nigga, it wasn't always like that at first. It was mixtape and then another mixtape and then another mixtape, and now every third mixtape that was coming out was crazy. On March 21st, he'll drop first of 3 mixtapes and shit. House of Balloons that will come out at that time, bro. And you gotta realize the Weeknd was still mysterious at this point and shit. So this mixtape will change everything for him and shit. And this will get classics. I mean classics. We'll get House of Balloons, my nigga. Slash Glass Table Girls. The Morning, which is classic.
All that money, the money is the motive. All that money, the money is the motive. All that money, the money she be folding. Girl, put in work, girl, put in work.
The infamous classic Wicked Games, my nigga.
I left my girl back home. I don't love her no more, and she'll never fucking know that. These fucking eyes that I'm staring at.
Loft music.
They see my brain melted, and the only thing I tell them is I'm living for the present and the future don't exist. So baby, take your clothes off. A chance like this, you may never get to show off.
The Knowing.
I know what you did.
High for this. Like, this nigga came off the gate dropping bangers. Follow that up with Thursday, my nigga, which dropped on August 18th for 2011 and shit. Which we'll get our classic songs. First part 1.
Fall in love. Don't make me make you fall in love. Don't make me make you fall in love with a nigga like me.
Shit, even the Birds part 2, nigga. The Song with Drake, my nigga. Rolling Stone, which is one of my personal favorite Weeknd songs and shit. Definitely my top. Lonely Star, my nigga. All this shit was crazy, my nigga. You have like the sound of this music that he was coming out with, bro. Each project was just better and better and better, my nigga. And he'll drop the third and final of the trilogy, Echoes of Silence, on December 21st, 2011, my nigga. And this shit right here, bro, is like, my nigga, we was in for a treat, bro. 2011 was in for a fucking treat, my nigga. Anger songs like Montreal. Outside, motherfucking The Fall was crazy.
Money no good in here, even though I didn't ask you.
Same old song, my nigga, was crazy. It's a Silence, nigga, crazy.
Cause we both wanted to do this, but I could tell that you were scared.
Damn, like this nigga was on the 3P, like his whole trilogy. All that shit was crazy, my nigga. And you know all this shit led up to him getting a record deal and shit. In September of 2012 and shit, he'll sign with Republic Records. It kind of made like a joint venture with them and shit, with his own imprint, ESO and shit. Which we got classic artists nowadays coming for that. But we ain't talking about that right now. Signed it to Republic Records and shit. You know, and making his own thing with ESO and shit, which was already a thing, but making it official with them. Ended up dropping all 3 of his classic mixtapes. And one calling the Trilogy and shit, but kind of like remastered songs, you know. Some songs remastered, some songs kind of changed and shit. Like the only really major change was they, you know, that was remastered and shit. Now some people, fans to this day, consider the original mixtape version and shit, which I can't disagree on and shit. Some people don't like that remastered clean. Some people like the original and give it the more raw, authentic sound. Some people just don't like that more polished up sound and shit, which be crazy to me. But it's an understanding thing, you know, cause some music do just be better. Like for example, like with Travis Scott just dropped, he just re-released his classic mixtape Days for Rodeo and shit, which came out in 2014 for the 10-year anniversary. He re-released that and shit, but like, you know, it's more polished, more remastered, something different. He took T.I. off Cortana Part 2. Fans didn't really like that shit. People don't, I guess people just don't like when artists re-release they classic projects as like more polished up more, you know, just sound and shit. It take away that raw feeling sound that it had once had back when it first dropped in towards 2011 and shit. Interchange was what you need and shit, which didn't have the Aaliyah Rock the Boat sample on no more and shit. It kind of was, the intro was kind of altered a little bit. I realized at this point, bro, The Weeknd is well known at this point. Like, he's well known. Everybody know who this man was. Trilogy became a bit of success and shit for him. You know, which all the mixtape was a success, but it really became a bit success dropping all the shit as one, because that's when everybody knew who this man was now. And he got new fans, old fans rocking with him. Drake fans was rocking with him. Like, the nigga had the whole industry on him and shit. That's when he started really putting himself out there and collabing with hella people. That success of Trilogy going crazy, The Weeknd will finally drop his studio album Kissland. And this project right here, bro, was considered to be kind of his weakest project at that time and shit. Some people, fans, didn't really like it. Some people couldn't really get into it because it wasn't the same as sound as like any other project was, like how Trilogy was. But some people really loved this shit. I personally think this shit was slept on, but it also was crazy too though. It was fire. It had good songs. That's just like motherfucking The Lust, Lil Forth with Drake, my nigga.
Now we sitting in the back saying, this is shit that I live for. This is shit that I live for. This is shit that I live for. With the people I die for. This is shit that I live for. This is shit that I live for. This is shit that I live for. With the people I die for.
Love in the Sky was a decent song, my nigga. Tears in the Rain was a good song, but this album kind of did fall short for me too. I can't even lie though. It wasn't like the best project for him, but it definitely wasn't the worst and shit. It just wasn't up there with all the other albums. Crazy features this man did this year, bro. I mean, my nigga, he was like people wanted that sauce from The Weeknd. They wanted that motherfucking sauce, bro. One of those nights with Juicy J and shit. Well, Remember You with Wiz Khalifa, which is an underrated gem. I mean, this song was big at the time, but I still think it's an underrated gem, my nigga. Or Now with motherfucking Ty Dolla $ign was a classic.
Yeah. Do you like the way I flick my tongue or no? Oh no. You can ride my face until you're dripping cum. Can you lick the tip then throw the dick or no? Can you do it, baby? Can you let me stretch that pussy out or no?
Guilty with French Montana.
All these bitches hate you. This is something I know.
I'm Good with Lil Wayne Dedication 5, my nigga. Ooh.
Coach came back in the jet, I'm good. I'm not living like I did before, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm back. I said I'm good. I'm good. Everything I said I did, I'm good.
Gems for sure, man. Like, The Weeknd was straight up, he was just handing, like, especially when it came to features, bro, just handing songs out left and right, my nigga. He wasn't only doing this shit for him, my nigga. He was stepping out his comfort zone and shit. Like, you could tell when he was starting to get comfortable, really just being accepted of this mainstream shit, bro. Like, not being underground no more, but still keep his mysterious shit with him, though. Much don't really know what this man do outside of rap. Like, we know, but not rap, but music and shit. Like, he really be just in his own lane, my nigga. Man, like, shifted from, like, dark R&B to pop after like Kissland, and once all that type of music was still like, it's like Starboy and all them like projects that came out of when he was dropping his music and shit. It's like fans like to say he went pop. Some people like to say he going pop and shit. Some people just like to say his music is just not the same and shit. And really him abandoning that dark R&B sound in his music, like that he had his early music for Trilogy to Kissland, you know, shit, even the Beauty of the Madness and shit, even kind of like really abandoning that type of sound of music. It's just like people just like to say he went pop and shit. I look at it, it's like he still could do the dark R&B shit, but it's not like, it's like you gotta evolve, bro. That's people just don't accept that. You know, fans, especially fans, they don't accept that when you evolve, bro. They want you to stay in this one box and place in your life and shit. And The Weeknd ain't feeling it no more. He's on the better things. He out of that time in his life, so it's only right for him, you feel me, to make music that he want to make and shit on his own terms and shit. Many people just like to call him a sellout for it, you know, like for going to this sound of music, this dark, you know, mysterious R&B music, to really becoming a nigga that's like you'll hear when you go to Walmart. Like you hear his music, blinded lights or something playing on the what you call it shit. Every time you get on the YouTube ad, you hear The Weeknd and shit, a new sound of The Weeknd and shit. It's like he became this guy that your parents could listen to without having to feel like you had to cut certain shit off. He was starting to show in his music after Kissland. Like once Beauty of Madness came out, that album that he dropped in 2015, that really, when that sound, his sound of music was starting to show. Cause that album was a mix of all in one. I mean, you had like the dark R&B and shit, but then you had the new songs, the new sound of music, like that 80s Michael Jackson sound of music with Can't Feel My Face. Cause Can't Feel My Face was really the first time he really truly embarked in that type of sound of music. I mean, like, really the song to kind of like take it to new heights. Cause you gotta realize, 2014 though, he had like Earned It. He had like, you know, Earned It and shit, Love Me Harder with Ariana Grande, you know, them type of songs and shit. Oh, Can't Feel My Face is definitely a song that he talking about referring drugs and everything and shit. But it also was really the first time his career with the sound of music was it with the R&B, that dark R&B shit that was on like House of Balloons, Echoes of the Silence, and you know, like Kissland and shit. Low-key could never disagree on this shit, cause coming from a The Weeknd fan like me and shit, I definitely noticed the change of his music that was slowly shifting. Cause once Starboy came out in 2016, bro, that shit was over with and shit. Like that whole like pop, he really went on with that pop sound and defining hits and shit after that. And you can't really disagree, cause it made him bigger. Like making that type of music gave him a bigger fan base, made him a main artist and shit. Cause he was a main artist up to that point, but once Can't Feel My Face and all that shit was coming out, The Hills, and then you gotta realize The Hills was also a song for him, which was like to his older sound and shit. It was like a reminiscent of that older sound. So it was good that he could balance out and make this type of sound of music, that type of sound of music, but people still weren't rocking with that shit, man. Turning to him being a sellout and shit, from many people would say. Post Malone, it's not like Post Malone, but it's kind of like Post Malone. Like Post Malone getting so much flat right now from when he first came out with White Iverson and shit, being like this white nigga making like black nigga type music. Cause I ain't gotta be real, when you first heard White Iverson, bro, you thought that nigga was black, bro. As his career went on and shit, he started really becoming this country pop singer type, you know, guy and shit. And many people didn't like that. I mean, many people call him a culture vulture and shit. But it's not the same, bro, because The Weeknd, it's not like The Weeknd is even a white man. This man, The Weeknd, goddamn, even he's black. It's just in general, man. 2011 to 2013 to 14, The Weeknd, bro, was just honestly a crazy time in music, bro. Like the man really came and shifted music like a motherfucker and really became that new. He just became that new guy and shit. We got so many great, and this guy, his influence was so high, bro. Like so many artists, like Tentacion, for example, was heavily influenced by The Weeknd, bro. With albums like 17 and all that shit, heavily influenced by The Weeknd, bro. It's kind of like the same situation, bro. It's like The Weeknd just, honestly, his music really just came and shifted the whole music industry. They wasn't ready for that shit, bro. They wasn't. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this video up. For this video, man, y'all get this video big ass thumbs up, man, bro. Oh, man, bro. It's like the love y'all have been giving on these videos, man, has been incredible, bro. I love and appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all are the realest, bro. Every single one of y'all, love all y'all, man, because y'all don't have to really watch this shit. Y'all take the time out their day to fuck with your nigga shit, bro, and I appreciate that, man, because I ain't shit without y'all, man, literally. I just gotta give thanks to y'all, man. Thank the man above, because if it weren't for God, man, we wouldn't even be on this earth, man. So I always gotta give my thanks to the Lord. I gotta give my thanks to y'all, man, for even attempting to watch these videos, man, because I just be yapping about songs I love, bro, music I like, bro. I really don't be expecting a lot of people to really know this shit, but y'all be knowing this shit, bro. And it's like y'all really, it ain't about y'all knowing this shit, it's like y'all fuck with this shit. That's the crazy part to me. So I can't do nothing but always be appreciative and thank you, man. You know, like I said, if you quick PSA, man. If you think I'm annoying your video requests, I promise you I'm not annoying none of y'all videos. If you ask me to do a certain video and shit and I hadn't got around to it, I'm not annoying y'all. I'm not annoying nobody, bro. It just, a nigga be busy. And it ain't about being busy, though. It's just like, I be having so much content that to make, y'all. Like, it's so many videos I want to make. These videos y'all asked me to make. I'm gonna get around to everything. I swear, y'all. I'm promise you, I'm not ignoring you, bro. Like, I'm not ignoring nobody because I'm gonna get around to it when I get around to it. But it's just like, and I listen to everything. Every artist I be asking me to do, I listen to them and shit. So it's not like I'm not, you feel me, just don't know what the hell I'm, you feel me, talking about. Like, no, I listen to these people. I'm gonna get around to it though. Every video, man. Let me know what y'all want to see in the comments, bro. Y'all know, man, I got daily posts on my shit, on my community thing. I basically do like posts on what y'all want to see. Shit, I ain't put like, just check that. That wouldn't, you would really know anything, bro. But make sure to have that notification on just in case, man. And I love y'all, bro. More videos coming soon, bro. Let me know what y'all want to see. Yeah, man.